with that, it's time for your favorite moments or your favorite comments of the week or your favorite segment. It's time for He Said, She Said, You Said. We're going to start off with Double or Nothing. Sean B. let us know his thoughts on the AEW pay-per-view by stating it was a great pre-show match. That match really got the crowd hyped up and continued when Paige came out. The roof almost blew off the place. Wow. The Stadium Stampede match was so much better than last year. This year, it felt underwhelming. Things didn't make sense. Spears' new room looked great and is finally getting used right until we got pinned. I truly felt there was a new wrestler in the limo where MJF came out. Disappointed there wasn't. Lio Rush was probably one of the best surprise entrants. Why? You don't want someone who is going to be a favorite to win. You need your Matt Sydal type debut. Just some random person you don't expect to win and can't always have the wild card win casino matches. Great point. Now, standing off regular, Andre T in the Minutes to Bell Time group gave his quick thoughts on the show by saying, excellent show. A lot of great spots, twists and turns. Win your weakest match with Cody Rhodes when it was still good, I say a lot. Was Cody Rhodes when it was still good, I'm saying a lot. Okay. Even in defeat, the losers still won. Conan, Urban Meyer, Charlie Strong, and Mark Henry were nice additions to the show. Now, we will move on to your comments about NWA Power. So, on the main post, Joshua V stopped by to let us know his thoughts on some of our questions of the night with, yes, dropping the title to get into the Battle Royal makes Adonis look like a moron. Unless Aldis compensates him somehow later on. True. Now, we didn't need two cameo interviews. They should have just used the one interview where she had Latimer to play off of. Agreed. Now, Sound Off regular Jamie T also dropped a comment on the main post for Power Surge, letting us know, I thought it was fine. I'm already looking forward to the pay-per-view, and it's a good card. They should have played up Nick Aldis getting Adonis to drop the national title more, as we're not initially super clear what had happened. I agree. It's an odd storyline choice. The tag match was decent. Velvet is getting better on commentary each time. I'm starting to like her in that role. Not me. People were moaning about the length of the Nick Aldis interview, but I thought it was a good sit-down interview myself. Aldis is getting too much. Now that he's full heel after the pay-per-view, I think we might see a bit better. Hopefully. We'll see. So, NXT comments of the week. We got BJP is back in the house in the Body Slam Brigade group to give his thoughts on Grimes versus Knight and NXT by saying, yes, give me Grimes versus Knight, even though I have a really hard time seeing either as a face. These two guys you want to see get destroyed. Very punchable faces. Yeah, fair points. With that said, let's move on to your comments from Impact Wrestling. Our favorite comment this week came from Dimitri S. on the main post, who gave his thoughts on the week's episode, stating, Triple Threat is a great idea. Omega loses while still looking strong. Same idea as VBD losing the titles. I'm sure Diener will get pinned at the Against All Odds show. I love when Impact shows things from WWE like this week's, and you can't take that. Talking about Morrissey's Moxie. Again, pointing to Scott D'Amore and his greatness as an authority figure, as we mentioned earlier. Now, we leave off with Friday Night Dynamite comments. We had Nathan F. on the main post drop by to let us know his thoughts on the Andrade debut, saying Andrade is a top 5 wrestler in the world. I would rather Vega as his manager, but Vicky isn't a bad choice. If he's right, he will be one of the best signings they've had. All they need to do now is steal Daniel Bryan, and wrestling landscape has seriously been changed. We'll see about that. That's it for He Said, She Said, You Said. As always, be sure to comment with your thoughts on any of our Let's React streams, sound off posts, or just send us a message letting us know what you thought of a show, and we could include them in next week's He Said, She Said, You Said segment.